name is David Fast, and I live in northern Saskatchewan. We live in LaGrange, which is up about 400 kilometers north of Saskatoon. And one of the things I occupy my time with is doing some working with wood. And so I took on this project. I got a call from the worship committee for the convention, and they had a really good opportunity to acquire some very interesting wood, historical wood, which actually came from a demolished grain elevator in Herschel, Saskatchewan, which is about an hour and a half south of Saskatoon. And so we made an altar out of it. So what's interesting about this wood? It's really it's an interesting experience to look at the wood close up and feel the wood. It's all the wood which from the elevator came from areas in the elevator where grain has washed over the boards. The elevator stood for 75 years. So if you look closely at the top, you can see how the grain has sculpted the top, and if you look at the legs, which we can't quite see in this shot here, but the legs are made from bracing boards which would have been in the storage bins of the elevator. So as the grain trickled down to fill the storage bin over those years, it eroded the wood and made these marvelous patterns on the wood. You know, I tried to put some symbolism into the altar. I spent a lot of time thinking about the design. I didn't want it just to make it the most complicated way to hold some neat boards 40 inches off the ground. So the legs are made from these bracing boards. They're vertical. I wanted the legs to be reminiscent of the grain elevators themselves on their tall, uninterrupted climb to our skies, to Saskatchewan's living skies. If you look at you'd have to come up close and have a look at the structure, but underneath the altar there's a series of overlapping cross elements which tie the legs to the altar top. And to me, the top is reminiscent of, and the topography on the top, I think of the top as the Saskatchewan farm country, rolling hills and valleys and coulees. And in that regard, I think that the cross elements underneath which hold the top up are reminiscent of, for me anyway, the faith on which my ancestors relied. I think they had I don't think it was easy pioneering in the early 100 years ago, pioneering on Saskatchewan's harsh landscape. I don't think it was easy for a lot of my ancestors, and I think they really did rely on their faith.